Welcome to Tungal First PU online classes. In the last class, we have discussed the moment of inertia of some regular shaped bodies. In this class, we will discuss the analogy. Analogy means comparison. Here, analogy between. Now, in this class, we are discussing here analogy between analogy between the what is here linear motion and rotational motion. Analogy between linear motion nothing but a translational motion. Analogy between linear motion nothing but a translational motion and rotational motion. In between, we are discussing the analogy. Analogy nothing but a comparison in between the linear motion and rotational motion. Means all physical quantities we are comparing here. In between linear motion and rotational motion, we are comparing the physical quantities. First of all, I am considering the linear motion and rotational motion, how they are we are comparing here. Here first I am consider here this is a linear motion or translational motion, and this is I am consider as a rotational motion. In between we are comparing the what is here physical quantities, that is called as analogy. Comparing the physical quantities. In between I am comparing the physical quantities here. First of all, I am taken as the here what is here linear displacement. Linear displacement x or s also you can consider, or here first one linear displacement. Here first one is angular displacement. Here linear displacement is coming in the linear motion, angular displacement is coming in the rotational motion. This is denoted with theta. Next one is the linear velocity. V. Linear velocity V. Now here angular velocity omega. Linear velocity is comparing with angular velocity. Next third one is linear acceleration. A. Linear acceleration is A. It is comparing with angular acceleration alpha. Right, here linear acceleration A, here angular acceleration alpha. Now here mass is m. Here mass is coming in the linear motion, but in the rotational motion inertia, moment of inertia is coming here, it is denoted with I. Moment of inertia, it is denoted with I. Now next here linear momentum P is equal to mass into velocity. Momentum is equal to mass into velocity. Here angular momentum linear momentum is coming as a P. Here angular momentum, here what is coming here L is equal to, here in the place of the M what is coming here I. Here in the place of the M I is coming here, in the place of the V what is coming here omega. L is equal to I omega, or you can take another formula R cross P also is there. but here comparing linear momentum P is equal to m into V, angular momentum L is equal to I into omega. Right, next to physical quantity is force. This is in the linear motion. Now this is in the linear motion. Now another one is, here I am consider the rotational motion. Rotational motion. In the linear motion, force, here sixth one I am consider the force F is equal to ma. In the linear motion, force F is equal to ma. In the rotational motion, here rotational motion, torque is coming here, that is torque I am writing here, this is torque. Torque is equal to, torque is denoted with tau. Tau is equal to, in the place of the m what is coming here, I, in the place of the a what is coming here, alpha. Here mass is comparing with moment of inertia, acceleration is linear acceleration is comparing with angular acceleration. Right, this is F is equal to ma. Next to F is equal to, we know that formula dp by dt. Change in the linear momentum is called as a force. Now this is also I am written as F is, in the place of the F what is coming here, torque is equal to dl by dt. In the place of the linear momentum, here coming as a angular momentum. Now force is comparing with torque, linear momentum is comparing with angular momentum, dl by dt. Next to kinetic energy of mv square, or another formula we know that here, p square by 2m. This is a kinetic energy formula, we know that already, it is in the laws of motion, it is here coming in the, what is here, work power energy chapter. Now what is here, this is kinetic energy in the rotational motion can be written as of, in the place of the m what is coming here, I, in the place of the v what is coming here, omega square is equal to, in the place of the p what is coming here, p is comparing with, linear momentum is comparing with angular momentum, so what is coming here, L square. This is p square is there, L square, here 2 into mass, in the place of the mass moment of inertia I. Right, kinetic energy formula of mv square is equal to p square by 2m also is there. This is already derivation, we know that. Now kinetic energy is equal to, in the place of the m what is coming, I, in the place of the v, here linear velocity is comparing with angular velocity, omega square is equal to, in the place of the p is linear momentum, it is comparing with angular momentum in the rotational motion, so what is coming here, L square by 2I. Right, next to work done. Next work done. Work done is equal to force into displacement, F dot S. Now this is work done here writing. Work done here I am writing here. That work done can be written as, here work done is equal to, here in the place of the force, in the place of the force what is coming here, torque is coming here. Force is plus torque is coming. Torque dot, here torque, generally I am writing here torque dot, in the place of the S nothing but a displacement, that is the displacement. Displacement I am written as a, it is comparing with what is their displacement, x or s I am considering. Now what is their displacement, in the place of the displacement what is coming here, theta is coming here. Suppose you can write in the vector form, here f bar dot s bar is equal to tau bar dot theta bar. Right, we can write like this also. Here this is a work done. Next to, here what is here, work done, in the, this is in the linear motion, this is in the rotational motion. Next to what is here, power I am writing here, power P is equal to formula F bar dot V bar. Power is equal to dot product of the force and velocity. Now here power I am writing here, this is I am written as a power can be written as P is equal to, in the place of the force what is coming here, torque is coming here, in the place of the velocity, linear velocity, here angular velocity is coming here, tau bar dot omega bar. Work done formula W is equal to F bar dot S bar. Here work done, in the place of the force torque is coming, in the place of the linear displacement here angular displacement is coming. Now here power, in the place of the power here power is there, power formula, power is equal to what is there, force into linear velocity or dot product of force into linear velocity. So here power can be written as P is equal to, in the place of the force torque is coming, in the place of the linear velocity what is coming here, angular velocity. Just comparing the physical quantities, right? Now these are the physical quantities we are comparing here. Next 11th one I am writing here, 11th one. Next what is here, work energy theorem. Work energy theorem. Here work energy theorem, what is the work energy theorem here? Work done by the force is equal to change in the kinetic energy. So work done is equal to half mv square minus half mu square, general formula. This is in the linear motion. In the rotational motion, how we can write here? We are writing as the, what is here, work energy theorem in the, here what is here, work energy theorem. Work energy theorem I am writing in the rotational motion. Here work energy theorem, work done is equal to half into, in the place of the mass I is coming, moment of inertia I. Here final velocity, here final v square means final velocity square. V nothing but a final velocity, u nothing but a initial velocity. Here final angular velocity I am considered as a omega 2 square, I into omega 2 square minus half into I into omega 1 square. This is omega 2 is a final angular velocity, omega 1 is a initial angular velocity. You can take like this also, omega square minus omega naught square. Here omega square is the final angular velocity, omega naught is the initial angular velocity. So omega is equal to half I omega square minus half I omega naught square. Suppose omega naught is the initial angular velocity, omega square is the final angular velocity. Here change in the, what is their kinetic energy can be written as half I omega square minus half I omega naught square. Here listen, compare here. In the place of the m, what is coming here? Moment of inertia. In the place of the linear velocity, what is coming? Angular velocity. But it is a final linear velocity, so here final angular velocity I am writing. Here this is the initial linear velocity, so here I am writing here initial, what is here, angular velocity I am writing here. So W is equal to half I omega square minus half I omega naught square. Right, these are the comparison in between the, here what is a linear motion and what is here, rotational motion. In between the comparison is there, that is a comparison or analogy in between linear motion and rotational motion. Analogy nothing but what is here, comparison, comparing the physical quantities in between the linear motion and rotational motion. Okay. Listen here, you don't know the formula in rotational motion, just you can remember the formula in linear motion. Using this you can write in the rotational motion, just interchanging the physical quantities. Right, this is a analogy in between linear motion and what is here, rotational motion. Right, this is analogy in between the linear motion and rotational motion. Next, very important topic. Next we will discuss that topic here. That is a very important topic here. Next, that is called as a, here we already know that one. Once again we are discussing clear information about the topic that is called as rolling motion. Here introduction of the chapter we have discussed, but we will discuss clearly here what is the rolling motion. Listen here, first rolling motion. Rolling motion is nothing but it is a combination of translational motion and rotational motion. Rolling motion is nothing but it it is a combination of translational motion and what is here, rotational motion. Example, we know that rolling motion example is wheels. Here what is here, what is the example here? This is the, here first example we have taken here, wheels of the car. Wheels of a car, generally in daily life we are using here, wheels of a car is a one good example for what is here, rolling motion. Right, this is a good example. Here rolling motion means it is a combination of, here it is a combination of, rolling motion is nothing but it is a combination of what is here, translational motion, combination of what is here, translational motion plus rotational motion. It is a combination of translational motion and rotational motion. Here at a time translation is takes place and rotational is takes place. That is called as a rolling motion. Suppose the wheels of the car, here what is here, it is rolling. It is always it is rolling when moving in the forward direction. When the car is moving in the forward direction, the wheels of the car is in which motion here, rolling motion. It is having what is here, translational motion and rotational motion. These two are takes place at a simultaneously. Simultaneously means translational and rotational both are takes place in the simultaneously. That type of motion is called as rolling motion. Right, listen here, in the rolling motion what are the conditions we will discuss here. Now we are consider the, this is the disc. Here we are consider the one disc here. This is I am considered as a one disc. This is disc is, here what is there, rotating with angular velocity about this point, about this axis. Here about this axis it is rotating with angular velocity, what is here, omega. The disc is rotating with angular velocity omega. Now here the disc is having the rolling motion. Suppose the disc is set into the rolling motion. Rolling motion means it is having the two types of the motion, translational motion and rotational motion. Means when it is having the translational motion means, suppose we are taking the what is here, wheel of a car. Wheel of a car is having the rotational motion and translational motion. Here both are takes place at the simultaneously. So translational motion is there means it is having the translational velocity. That is the translational velocity I am considered as a VCM. Why consider the VCM means the center of mass of the this disc. This is I am consider the disc, it is rotating with angular velocity omega. The center of mass of the disc is the center of mass of the disc is translating with velocity VCM. Here center of mass is translating because the total mass of the this disc is concentrated at the center of mass, so it is translating with velocity VCM. VCM is called as a translational velocity, or this is velocity of center of mass. Means that is a translation is takes place with velocity VCM, rotation is takes place with angular velocity omega. Rotating with angular velocity omega, translating with velocity VCM. VCM is called as a velocity of center of mass. When the here this is a this is center of mass is translating with velocity VCM means every particle in the what is here disc is translating with VCM, because here all the particles are having the same velocity of the center of mass. Okay, right, listen here. Once again listen here, this is a disc, it is rotating with angular velocity omega and it is translating also because it is in the rolling motion. Rolling motion means simultaneously it is having the translational motion and rotational motion. So it is rotating with angular velocity omega, translating with velocity VCM. VCM is called as a velocity of center of mass. Means every particle in the here every particle in the this disc is translating with velocity VCM. Here, that is the velocity of the center of mass is equal to the velocity of the all the particles. So here this is what is here having the two types of the motions. One is called as a translational motion and rotational motion. This is called as a rolling motion. Now here what is here? This is called as this is in the rolling motion. Clearly listen. This is in the rolling motion. Now here center of mass is always lies at the geometrical center of the disc. This point also remember here. Center of mass is always lies at the geometric center of the disc. This center of mass is moving with velocity Vcm. When center of mass is moving with velocity Vcm, every particle in the disc also moving with velocity Vcm. This point is clear. Now, here this is a rolling motion is equal to the combination of translational motion and rotational motion. Suppose I am taken as a pure translational. Suppose I am considered as a pure translational. Pure translation means there is no rotation. There is no rotation means there is no angular velocity. Rotation is there, angular velocity. Rotation is not there, there is no angular velocity. Here only pure translation I am considered. It is translating with velocity Vcm. This is called as a pure translational. Pure translational motion. Plus pure rotational motion. Pure rotational motion means it is having the angular velocity omega, but velocity of center of mass is 0. Vcm is 0 here. Velocity of center of mass is 0. Vcm is 0, but it is rotating with angular velocity omega. It is called as a pure rotational motion. Pure rotational motion means there is no translational. There is no translational means translational velocity, nothing but what is the velocity of center of mass is equal to the 0. Here there is no rotational means the angular velocity is 0. Rotation is not there means angular velocity is 0. It is only translational. So it is translating with velocity Vcm. Here it is rotating with angular velocity omega. Right, means what is here? Rolling motion is nothing but it is a combination of pure translational motion and pure rotational motion. Right, up to this one is clear. Now, next come to the point here. This is we know that already we have discussed here. Here what is here? This is I am considered the rolling motion. Here in this rolling motion, it is translating with what is here? Linear velocity Vcm and rotating with angular velocity omega. Rotating with angular velocity omega. Now this is a radius of the disc I am considered as a r. Radius of the disc is I am considered as a r here. But in this I want to find the total velocities. Total velocity or velocity at A point and velocity at B point, velocity at C point and velocity at D point. I am considered here point. I want to find the velocities at 4 points. How to find the velocities? Listen, it is a combination of, here what is there? It is a combination of, here it is combination of the what is there? This is a combination of the, this is rolling motion. Rolling motion is combination of translational motion and rotational motion. First I am consider the translational motion. When consider the translational motion, here velocity of center of mass we know that is the Vcm. Every particle in the disc or body it is moves with the same velocity of Vcm. Suppose I am consider the here particle B. This is I am consider the particle B. This is also moving with velocity Vcm in the same this direction. This is a point B and point A I am consider this is also moving with velocity. What is here? This is also moving with velocity Vcm. This is also moving with velocity VCM. Point A also. Clearly listen. Every particle. Now point C I am consider. This is also moving with velocity VCM. This is point C. Point D also moving with velocity VCM. Right. Every particle on the disk or body is moving with the same velocity VCM. That is called as a translational velocity or velocity of the center of mass. Plus, this is pure translational motion. Pure translational motion. Or I am showing here, this diagram I am showing below, you can understand clearly. Right, I am drawing once again, clearly listen. Here first of all I am taking here. This is I am considered as it is rotating with angular velocity omega. Velocity of center of mass is VCM. I am considered the 4 points A. Here I am considered the C. Here I am considered the B. Here I am considered the D. We can take any way. Right? Here what is here? A, B, C, D. I am considered the 4 points here. A, B, C, D. Now, this is a A, B, C, D I am considered here. Or you can take here, this is C. This is D. Can take any way, no problem. Right. Now, this is what is here. This is here equal to the, this is what is here totally here rolling motion. This is called as rolling motion. It is a combination of translational, pure translational motion and pure rotational motion. I am drawing here diagrams. It is what is a rolling motion is combination of pure translational motion and pure rotational motion. First I am writing here, drawing the pure translational motion. Now this is every particle is having the same velocity VCM. This particle B, this is A or A point, every point or every particle. Now this is also having the velocity VCM. Now center of mass also having the velocity VCM. Now I am consider the here D point also having the velocity VCM. Here I am consider the C point, this is also having the velocity VCM. Every point we can consider having the same velocity, translation velocity VCM. This is called as pure translational motion. Right, this is the velocity direction we are given like this. Plus pure rotational motion. Pure rotational motion I am considered here. This is a pure translational motion. This is pure translational motion. Now pure rotational motion I am considered. Here you can understand that this diagram clearly, everything you can understand. Now what is here? This is pure rotational motion. Okay, this is a pure rotational motion. Pure rotational motion means it is rotating with angular velocity omega. The radius of the disc, already we know that this is R is called as a radius of the, what is here, a disc. Now when rotating with angular velocity omega, suppose I am consider this point here. I am consider the here which point here, A point. At the A point it is B point and C point and D point I am consider. It is rotating with angular velocity omega. At the B point it is having the here it is rotating with angular velocity omega. At the B point it is having the tangential velocity, means along the tangent it is having the velocity, that is called as a tangential velocity. The tangential velocity I am written as R omega. Why writing the R omega? Because of here what is here, v is equal to what is the, we know that relation, that is the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. V is equal to what is the formula, r omega, but here r is radius of the disk is r is there, so what is I am writing here, capital R into omega. This v is equal to r omega, this is a relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. V is equal to r omega. Here this disk is rotating with angular velocity omega. Omega we know that, radius r also know that. Here r is nothing but a radius, r know that. So velocity, here what is here, this is a tangential velocity along the tangent. Along the tangent the velocity is called as a tangential velocity. The tangential velocity v is equal to r omega in that direction. Along the tangent you can draw tangents at every point. Every point it is having the velocity is r omega. Here along the tangent in this direction, here tangent in this direction, here tangent in this direction, opposite direction. Here velocity is r omega. Now here tangent in this direction, r omega. Here tangents are coming because it is rotating with angular velocity in this direction. So here tangent is coming here, here tangent, and here tangent. Suppose rotating with angular velocity like this means here tangent, here coming here, it will be coming here, here it will be coming here. This is a tangential velocity in this direction is there. Here tangential velocity in this direction. In these directions are there because of it is rotating with angular velocity in this direction. Suppose rotating with in this direction, tangential velocity directions are I am showing here. These are the tangential velocity directions. When rotating with angular velocity in the which direction here? Anti-clockwise direction. When rotating with angular velocity in the clockwise direction, the tangential velocity direction, these are the tangential velocity directions. Okay, right. Right, this is the tangential velocity r omega, here is r omega, here is r omega, here is every point is tangential velocity is r omega. Why? Because radius is the same, angular velocity is same, tangential velocity magnitude also same. The directions also I am showing here, tangential velocity directions. Now we know that here rolling motion is nothing but it is a combination of pure translational motion and pure rotational motion. Suppose I want to find the velocities at all the points, at A point, B point and C point and D point, I want to find the total velocity. How to find the total velocities? We can see here. Right. Rolling motion is nothing but it is a combination of translational motion and rotational motion. Pure translational motion and pure rotational motion. Now I want to find the velocities in the rolling motion at A point, at B point, at C point and at D point. How to find the velocity at A point? A point is touching to the ground. When touching to the ground means at the point of contact of the ground, there is here what is here? There is no velocity. Because velocity becomes to be zero. That is a condition for rolling motion. Here it is not a skipping. It is what is here? What is here? It is not a slipping. It is not a slipping here. It is what is here? Rolling. Rolling means at the point of contact with the ground, at the point of contact with the ground, at that point the velocity of the body is zero, or velocity of the disc or velocity of the wheel is zero. That is the condition for the rolling motion. You remember, condition for rolling motion means at the point of contact with the ground, at the point of contact with the ground, at this point velocity is zero. That is the main condition here. Which point is contact with the ground here? A point. At that A point the total velocity is zero. That is main condition for the rolling motion. Now at now at point A I want to find the total velocity. At point A I want to find the total velocity. VA is equal to here in this direction is there, here opposite direction is there. Directions are opposite. Velocity directions are opposite means they are becomes to be, one is taken as a positive, another one is taken as a negative, because it is vector sum. Here velocity is a vector quantity. Directions are opposite means we can make the what is there subtraction. So what is getting here? VA is equal to VCM minus R omega. But velocity at A point is 0 means that value VA is equal to 0. VA is equal to 0 means VCM is equal to what is here? R omega. R omega, or anyway you can write R omega. Okay? Right. Here this is a magnitude, we are getting what is here? R omega. We are getting the what is here? R omega, R omega, R. Only magnitude I am writing here. This is R omega. VCM is equal to R omega. Right, this is a velocity at A point we are getting here. Next, velocity at what is the total velocity at point B. At point B, I want to find the total velocity. Here, listen here, at A point, VCM and R omega opposite direction. So I am making the subtraction, but at A point, in the rolling motion at A point, the total velocity is 0. That is the condition for rolling motion. This is what is here, condition for rolling. Condition for rolling. Now at B point I want to find the velocity. VB is equal to, right, what is I am writing here, VB is equal to VCM. At B point, see here, VCM and R omega both are in the same direction. Same direction means we can add directly. Well, here what is their vector quantities, we can add directly. V is equal to VCM plus R omega. But V is equal to VCM plus, here what is here, VCM plus R omega is equal to, already we know that VCM. So what is we are getting here, 2 VCM. The velocity at A point is, total velocity at A point is 0. Here total velocity at A point, at the A point velocity VA equal to 0 because it is a point of contact with ground. Velocity at B point is equal to, velocity at B B point, what we are getting here, 2 VCM. Velocity at B point is equal to 2 VCM. Next, I want to find the velocity at C point also and velocity at D point also. How to find the velocity at C point and D point we will see here. Now this is the A point, at B point is completed. Next, velocity at C point I want to find here. Again I am making here. This is at A point we are getting VCM is equal to R omega. B point here, this is what is here. At A point total velocity is 0 and condition what is getting here, VCM is equal to R omega. At B point total velocity is 2 VCM. Now at C point I want to find here. At point C. At point C, how to find here? See here. At point C, here this is a point C, this is point D, this is also point C, this is also point D, this is also point C, this is also point D. Right, don't confuse here. Point C and point D. Points are not changes here. This is A, B, C, D. Here also this is also A, what is here? This is B and C, D. Okay? Right. First of all, I want to find the velocity at C point. Now C point, see here. Now here VCM in this direction is there. This is VCM in this direction. R omega in the up direction. Okay? The angle between these two is 90 degrees. Now resultant of this one we have to find here. Resultant of this one we can find with parallelogram law. Here using the parallelogram law we can find the resultant velocity. Magnitude of the resultant velocity. V is equal to under root of, what is here, VCM square plus R omega square. But R omega is equal to what we know that here first from the condition VCM is equal to R omega. At A point total velocity is 0 means VCM is equal to R omega. So in the place of the R omega also I am writing VCM square plus here 2 VCM into the angle between these two is cos 90 perpendicular. Here cos 90 value is equal to, what is here, sin 90 value is equal to 1, cos 90 value is equal to 0 means this total term is 0. Remaining is V is equal to under root of VCM square plus VCM square is equal to under root of 2 VCM square is equal to root 2 into VCM. This is velocity at point C. Now similarly you can find the velocity at point D also. At point D I want to find the velocity. This is at the point C is completed. Next at point D I want to find here. At point D here. Similarly here also point D also you can observe here. Now this is a translational velocity in this direction is there. Now what is their rotation? This is the translational velocity. Next tangential velocity R omega in this direction is there. The angle between these two is again 90 degrees. Here also we can construct the parallelogram. Here we find the resultant velocity at, this is at point C. This is at the point C. Now resultant velocity I want to find at point, what is here, D. that is I am considered as a VD, here I am considered as a VC. Now VD I want to find here. How to find the VD? Here how to find the VD here? I am writing here, this is a VD is equal to, here this is VD is equal to, here also you can find similarly VCM and R omega. R omega is equal to, already know that VCM. So VD is equal to VCM square plus VCM square plus 2 VCM into VCM. Here 2 VCM into VCM cos 90. Angle between these two is 90 degrees. In between these two, what is here? This is also R omega is equal to VCM. In between these two, angle is 90 degrees. So VD is equal to, we are getting as a, here what is here? This value is equal to 0. So VCM square plus VCM square is equal to under root of 2 into VCM square is equal to under root of 2 into VCM. This is velocity at D point. Means velocity at C point, at velocity at D point we are getting the same value. The velocity at C point is equal to root 2 VCM. Velocity at D point also we are getting VD is equal to total velocity at D point also we are getting here root 2 into VCM. Observe here. At the point of contact total velocity is 0. At the middle VCM. At the top is 2 VCM. This is I am discussed in the first class. In the first class I told here the velocity at point of contact is, what is here? VA is equal to 0. Here this is velocity is VCM. Here velocity is 2 VCM. When going in the upward direction velocity is gradually increasing. This is at A point, this is at B point, this is at the, what is here? Center. This is at the center. Or this is at the center of mass. Here velocity root 2 VCM. This is at the C point. Here at the D point velocity we are getting here root 2 VCM. At the C and D point velocities are the same. But when going from A to B point in the upward direction, here velocity gradually increasing. Here velocity is 0. Here what is here? Velocity is VCM. Here velocity is 2 VCM. At C point is root 2 VCM. At what is here? D point also root 2 VCM. But at the center is what is here? VCM. Okay. Here at point of contact 0. At the middle VCM. Here what is here? 2 VCM. At the C point root 2 VCM. At the D point also root 2 VCM. This is total discussion about the rolling motion. Next one last topic is there. That is the kinetic energy of the body in rolling motion. We will discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you.